Hello, good afternoon, good evening, depending on if you're on the East Coast, or depending when you watch this, or more likely, don't watch it. This is Balls Deep General. This is where Balls Deep breaks down a lot of different things. Sometimes it'll be politics, probably not very often, because nobody really cares. They more care about the show Bachelor and American Idols. But today we're going to talk, well, first of all, we'd like to get to this Gregg Williams. Gregg Williams is the defensive coordinator for the Saints, or he was. And everyone's all upset, particularly people in San Francisco, because he gave a really loud speech encouraging his players to injure people. In the sport of football, who'd have thunk it, huh? Trying to injure guys in a sport where the goal is to tackle the other players, to knock them out of the game, and to, I guess, basically get the ball separated from the player. And the easiest way to do that is to knock him out. Perhaps some Niners and Saints fans remember in the playoffs when the Niners played the Saints on one of the first drives of the game, Saints are driving down, they're inside the Niners' 10-yard line, and a Niners linebacker, I don't remember if it was Patrick Willis or not, knocked out the Saints running back with a concussion, and the guy fumbled. Now, I don't know if he was doing it on purpose or not. I'm sure he was trying to tackle him hard, and when two guys that weigh 240 pounds hit each other at 20 miles an hour and each of them has 5% body fat, guys are going to get hurt. You don't have to try to hurt someone to hurt them. You just have to tackle them. I've gone out and played football, and I've just played it with a couple of dudes. Out of shape, overweight, 30-year-olds. And it hurts for days if you just play tackle with normal dudes. Normal dudes who run 6-second 40-yard dashes, who are certainly not 5% body fat, probably not even 25% body fat. So everyone's all upset that this guy said to go injure players. Not thinking about, you know, just because he tells them to injure players doesn't mean they're going to injure players. My dad told me to be the fucking president or an astronaut, and I am neither the president nor an astronaut, much to my chagrin. So I'm not entirely sure what a speech does other than motivates the players. Now, maybe he's a jerk. Maybe he shouldn't have said that stuff. I don't know. But how outraged people are in America about a football coach, a violent game where half of the game is about tackling the other team. You can't intentionally give someone a concussion. Talk to a doctor. You can't. You can't intentionally tear someone's ACL. I guess you could, on the bottom of a pile, try to pull someone's leg up over their head, but I'm pretty sure that would be flagged for excessive roughness or extreme roughness or whatever it's called. And I very rarely have seen that happen. That's generally what the Oakland Raiders do, and it doesn't work so well for them. So everyone's very upset about the Saints, and I don't know why. They lost the game. Their defense is horrific. It allowed 35 or 40 points to the Niners, which, as most Niners fans would admit, is one of the worst offenses in the league. I mean, and I like the Niners, and I'm from Dallas, but I've lived out here long enough. I like the Niners. But I don't understand what's so offensive and outrageous about a football coach trying to pump his guys up and give them a little extra spending money, because who doesn't need that, for knocking guys out of games. Yeah, maybe the money thing, maybe that's a little over the top. But the speech itself, who cares? They all do that. If we had a microphone and a camera in every locker room, we would not want to watch sports. First of all, we wouldn't want to see all the steroids and HGH. These guys are in general probably criminals, and that's why they play a sport where you hurt the other guy and tackle him for a living. Is that what you want to do? Would you like to tackle someone or be tackled for a living? Think about what kind of man, what kind of, I don't know, character you have to be to want to be involved in such a violent game. You have to have either no other options or you have to be very hateful. So I don't know what's so surprising about this. I certainly don't think we should celebrate it, but I don't think it's a big deal. That's the NFL. That's why America loves the NFL. Balls deep.